Hello, my name is Leah. Thanks for joining. Today we're doing a short yoga flow focused on the astrological sign Capricorn. Capricorns are an earth sign. They're ruled by Saturn. They are very responsible and disciplined. They often can be a bit negative and expect the worst. And they're quite controlled. So this flow is going to be about kind of letting loose and being creative. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every other day. Let's get started. So come to mountain pose, standing straight. We are having our feet pretty close together, engaging your knees, your quads, lifting up on your leg muscles. Shoulders stay down and low away from your ears. Hands just rest down by your side. Let's just start to take some deep inhales and exhales. Breathing through our nose. Really fill your lungs all the way up. See if you can hold full. And then force the air out using your abs. All the way to empty. Let's do 3 more rounds of breath. One more. Now inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead and dive forward, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Hands can be placed on the ground, on your shins, or you can reach for either elbow and just hang. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Then inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. From here, bend your knees so that you can plant your palms on the ground. Walk your hands maybe a step or 2 in front of your feet. And we're gonna bend our right knee and lift our right foot off the ground and reach for your right foot with your right hand. This is called sugar cane pose. Hold here. See if you can straighten your left knee. And then exhale, slowly release your grip and lower your foot down to the ground. Give your hips a little bend and wiggle here. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And plant your palms, walk them a step forward. Let's do the other side. So get nice and balanced on your right foot and your right hand and slowly lift your left foot off the ground, bending your knee and grabbing onto your left foot with your left hand. Holding here. Exhale, release the grip of your foot and replace it down on the ground. From here, we're going to walk our hands forward, step our feet back into high plank position, and exhale, lower all the way down to the ground, everything to touch at once. Untuck your toes, and then inhale, lift your chest, baby cobra. Exhale, release down. Tuck your toes back under and press all the way up. Hips lead up and back into downward facing dog. Take a second here to pedal out your heels. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up and back behind you, 3-legged dog. And then tip over to the left side and see if you can plant your foot on the ground behind you, lifting your right arm up for Wild Thing. Replace your hand back on the ground. Come back to three-legged dog. Lift your right leg. Hold. Exhale, replace your foot on the ground. Let's go through our vinyasa. Hips down for high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes back under and press up and through into downward dog. Pedal out your heels. And let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up and back behind you, three-legged dog. Bend at the knee and tip over to the right side, placing your foot on the ground. Release your left hand up to the sky for wild thing. Hold. And then when you're ready, exhale, replace your palm on the ground. Lift that left leg high. Hold here for one breath. And then replace your foot on the ground. Move through your vinyasa. Hips lead down to plank. And then exhale all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, downward facing dog. One more deep breath in here. And then exhale, drop your knees down and sink your hips back into child's pose. If you want more of a lower back stretch, you can keep your knees together, and if you like more on your hips, then you can spread your knees a bit wider. It's up to you. Another variation that I like is bending my elbows and placing my palms flat on my shoulders to really stretch out my triceps. From here, inhale, come back up to tabletop. Walk your knees in slightly and then raise up high on your knees. We're going to work into camel. So hands go flat on your lower back, fingers pointing down to the ground. Knees are hips width distance apart. Take your gaze all the way up and back behind you. Push your hips forward, engage your glutes, and one hand at a time, lower them down to touch your heels. Let your neck hang. And if anything's pinching or not feeling good, just come out of the pose. One more breath. Replace your hands back on your hips. Lean forward, sit back down on your hips, and hands come out in front for child's pose, just reversing that back bend. Inhale, hands plant on the ground, come up to tabletop, cross your legs behind you and roll over your feet onto your bum. Legs come out in front of you and walk your hips forward. And let's just roll all the way down our spine onto the ground. Legs stay bent. From here, arms reach up overhead. Inhale, roll yourself back up to seat. And let's roll up and down 2 more times. So exhale, slowly lower down. Arms reach up overhead. Knees stay bent. Exhale, sit up, roll all the way to come to tall seat. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your chin. Arms up overhead. Last time. Roll all the way up. And then tuck your chin. Roll back down. Arms stay down by your sides this time. Tuck your pelvis under here so that your small of your back can stay pressed against the ground. And bend your knees, lifting your feet off the ground. Reach in between your knees for the outsides of your feet. And you can pull your feet in for happy baby. Have the option to try straightening out a leg or both, up to you. And then when you're ready, release the grip of your feet. Lay your legs out long for Shavasana, our final rest. Sinking into the ground. And whenever you're ready, just push yourself up to a seated position where you can end today's class. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you next time.
I just wanted to say a special thank you to our friends at Wade Studio for letting us use their beautiful space here. If you're in the Toronto area, you should definitely check them out at wadestudio.ca.